Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving.
Still up as a full squad looking to push down the current leaders of the Pmwl East Day 1. That is the one and only BTR.
Yeah, Orange Rock going to be pretty close to Bigatron, so they've got to keep that in mind, because Box Gaming could also deny them during that rotation, just to make sure they're not going to get put under pressure. Luxy pops off a few smokes with the rest of his allies, they'll make it through, and they will slowly make their way towards Orange Rocks, as they're going to be going straight for the compound of Reject Scarlet. They still got Sara, they still got Web, and I believe those are the two players remaining. Yes, it is. And here it is again for the breach. Utility, grenade, smokes, mollies. I don't know what they just threw, but they damn sure threw something over. And that was a grenade. Web going to try and respond with his own utility. Unfortunately, Reject Scarlet definitely having the short end of the straw, and they'll get absolutely battered by Orange Rock as they take them out in. That's going to be.
I know Orange Rock were impressive in the Pmwl, and I was worried about the addition of Scout, but I gotta say they're definitely looking very strong. But TSM Entity once again coming under fire. As Team IND, they've yet to get a kill so far in this game. You still have Jonathan, but he's facing damage from the blue zone. We know he is the man, the myth from his side. Let's see if he can make something work. But no, he can't. 420 OP finds him. That's the end of TSM Entity once again going out early in these games.
Well, I don't think that I've ever seen, like, TSM Entity being very consistent on a map such as Sanhok. The other map's absolutely awesome. Sanhok, there's a little bit up and down overall, so definitely not too much of an issue there. We'll see them come back eventually.
Of course.
Now, it's going to be GXR Celts slowly making their way down, and it's interesting because they're actually down south of the circle. They've rotated all on the eastern side to make it up north to avoid detection, but now they're going to be one of the best team of the lobby. Very unlucky for them.
But they've still done a great job of rotating now because Orange Rock took down Reject. That created a tiny bit more space for BTR. BTR disengaged away from Box Gaming. Box Gaming has now sent two of their members up to the full squad into Paradise Resort. This is great from Galaxy Racers. They are being aware of it, although I don't think that's a good idea. You're only making so much noise, and that vehicle isn't going very fast, my friend.
Yeah, just give that one up. You're not going to use it. Could be a good defensive position to use, but it's going to be interesting. We're now going to be going over to Team Secret, currently getting gatekeeped by King of Gamers Club. Team Secret, they have to redeem themselves, okay? They're not the best of starts here. They need to get a good, impactful Sanhok game. But now going to be going back up north, down south. No, trying to keep an information on every single fight happening right now in Imperium.
Ice shots going down to the blue zone. South Rocks knocking down Ryzen, sending a message of rotation on South. They still have a full squad moving their way through on the northern tip of this circle as they want to push in onto BTR and make them pay the price.
Straight up north of Paradise Resort, that's the position the Celts are currently going to be aiming for, and they will get that under control. But now Bigatron getting pressured down by the teams over there, and that's why they were all hesitant to really push into Paradise Resort. Around Paradise Resort is such a weird area to fight around. You're never sure which team will come out on top.
We've now lost Team Secret. King of Gamers took them out, but now King of Gamers have got to make their own way into the circle because it did shift into Paradise Resort. It is Paradise City. The grass is going to be green and the blood is going to be pretty as the bodies are bound to hit the floor as the teams make their way in. Viru onto Slayer, onto Snacks. We see it in the kill feed. Let's see if they get even more work done as they confirm the kills.
Celts still just slowly making it behind the area of Paradise Resort, trying to avoid detection. They're able to do so, just like King of Gamers Club. But now Orange Rock, they're the team that currently, they are going to struggle a little bit to make it through because they've got to go down the hill, down that little above a cliff. And that's going to be them just potentially falling straight into the open arms of Bigatron very soon. But actually, we're going to be shifting over to the western side of Paradise Resort, where it's a little bit more open-ended.
It is a little bit more open area, but there's a lot of rocks to play around as Galaxy Racer Celts. Tanky is knocked down, but MZ and Ultron trying to hold on. Box Gaming is boxing them into a corner, but King of Gamers, we see in the kill feed, is third-partying them.
Third parties, especially what's going to be happening over here, but here it is. GXR Celts, they are pushing on Box Gaming. Team IND eliminated after still a great game last time around on Miramar. They got 4th position, but now things are going to get more and more sweaty as we go by. 8 teams still remaining in this Sandhawk lobby. The fight is going to be happening. Not many teams actually in Paradise Resort itself, which, you know, we talked about it already earlier. The edge is just so weird to play around. It was really expected.
Exactly. But now, as it's on towards the west, let's see what the teams on the east, most notably King of Gamers, Galaxy Racer, Celts and Box Gaming. Also down in the south, we have lost U level up, so RRQ are being very, very victorious on their push into the circles.
Yeah, RRQ Athena so far, they got 8 kills and it's still going up every single second. So we'll have to wait and see if they can try and potentially get their very first chicken dinner of the day. So now, here it is, Celts, they made their way already in. They shifted actually from the north of Paradise Resort over to the eastern side, and that's where most teams are going to try and actually avoid that location because they want to try and get themselves in center circle in Paradise, but nice few shots coming out, and that's going to be also a great grenade from RRQ Athena onto Nova Godlike, trying to shut them down completely. But here it is, RRQ Athena doing such a good impact, but Celts, they're going for the re-engage from behind, they're going for the third party of the century.
MJ just comes in, looks to shut them down. As the members of RQ push it through, it just becomes too much, and Ernie shuts them down. That's the end of Celts, but what an incredible run through for them as we're down to the last 6 teams. 14 players up. Phase 7 shifts to the west once again.
Gotta give a lot of props to Celts for them rotations. Very tricky, very hard to pull off, and very long to pull off, but it definitely did work out as King of Gamers Club unfortunately will bite the dust also. 6th position, 5 teams still remaining. As Orange Rock, now they got one of the most predominant locations. They got the high ground for themselves. They're gonna leave all the teams fight. They just don't have to, they can just chill right now and wait for the teams to rotate in circle and just pick them up one by one.
You talked about RQ, they're on the 11 kills, double digits from a kill point of view, as they want to add a lot more to their count as a game is pushing through Orange Rock. They're on 7 kills. They're looking strong. They're getting the revives, but can Box Gaming break the spirit of Orange Rock?
Orange Rock right now, they just don't have to get involved. They're going to be seeing the last member there of Bigatron. There you go, 5th position, still extremely consistent performances from this team, Bigatron Red Aliens. But now 4 teams still in play. We'll have Nova Godlike, we'll have Box Gaming, Orange Rock, and also RRQ Athena. And now RRQ actually, they're going to have to move a little bit forward, but we talked about it. It's the open-ended area of Paradise Resort. Rotating is going to be extremely harsh.
And the high ground held onto by Orange Rock, that could give them an advantage, but there's a lot of little, like, statues and rocks that the teams on the low ground can play around, so it's definitely not an easy task for Orange Rock. But Bear was knocked down. He's gonna get confirmed with the burning Molotov, as Ernie is gonna be prone down by the side of the wall. Gil throwing out of smoke. They want to take control of this phase 8 circle. There is still a full Box Gaming team up, along with the 2 players of Nova Godlike.
The smokes, all the smokes coming out from Box Gaming and Nova Godlike. They want to avoid detection, but Chill has the angle. Does get 1 member down on Nova Godlike, all down to now 1 player. That's going to be Smexy OP, but there you go, gets shut down by the Blazer and denies an extra point. That's pretty good. They'll be taken out in 4th position. 3 teams still remaining. Box Gaming, they're going for the push through the smokes, but they have no information because they're just going absolutely in the dark.
Yeah, and then Ernie gets a knockdown on the scout. Confirmed on the scout. Orange Rock down 2, 3 players, but Gil, the player traded over from Nova Godlike, is able to get the job done. Mavi, along with Veru, gonna look to take down Box Gaming. They take the chicken dinner, and Orange Rock claim the win.
I mean, high ground will always give you an advantage in this one. And they had the high ground also behind a wall. I mean, all the teams, they were fighting each other, and then when they wanted to, just, going to be peeking out, picking up all the kills, and they take that chicken dinner on Sanhok. Well deserved. GG well play. We knew